Okay, but still I'm unable to hear you. That's fine. Okay. So let's start. Okay. So in the last class we have discussed, guys, you can hear me, right? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay, done. Okay, so in the last class, the yesterday's class, we discussed about server roles, right? And customize server roles, how to create a customized server roles and all, right? We discussed those things. And I guess I gave an assignment yesterday. So anyone find the answers for the same? No one got the answers. What, Bashir, Vinod, Deva?
Yesterday
Hmm?
my PC.
Sorry?
Yesterday my laptop service.
Mhm. Deva, what happened?
Sir, I was trying, but my
Mm.
laptop was like
Mm.
virtual
Yeah.
machine was running very slow, sir. In 4GB, 2GB, 4GB RAM, sir. I
Yeah, I told
allocated
you,
1
right?
GB RAM.
Mm.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh, I allocated 1 GB RAM, but it was very slow, sir.
Okay.
I was trying on my PC.
Mm.
I have installed SMS, but uh, there was a login issue.
Mm.
All of them are sysadmin login, so I cannot create, cannot able to create separate login set.
Mhm.
SQL Server authentication login only.
Vinod,
That's it.
Prudvi, Satish, Sunil. It's just a matter of 2 minutes work. Just for process admin, it's a matter of 1 minute work. Just 1 minute. Less than 1 minute itself, we can complete that activity. Less than one
Sir,
minute. I'm
I
not
will give
sure
it.
how many of you started practicing security. We have already discussed security is a little bit complicated topic. If you don't practice, how can you expect jobs with the 10 lakhs, 15 lakhs packages? Why I have to struggle like this for you? Simply I can whatever like is there I can discuss. I can just simply complete the course. What is the need for me? Guys, I am not teaching for money. I am not at all teaching for money. Don't think like if you attend the course, we'll get the job. Don't think like that. If you get the job also, you are unable to survive in the job. That's for sure. I never expected this batch. Really, I am very much disappointed this batch. People won't join within time. People don't complete the exercises. People join 7, 10. Huh? Anyhow, you have to join the class, right? Why, if you join before 5 minutes, what is the problem? Still, people are joining 7, 12. Guys, if we are expecting something, means we have to do something, guys. We don't get job easily. very much disappointed about this batch. Seriously, I'm saying very much disappointed. See, if you are comfortable with me, I can teach more than what I have decided. But if you are not answering even a single questions, I will teach whatever I want.
Also, definitely today I will think on that question, sir. Tomorrow I will give you definitely answer of that question.
Why I am worrying for you guys? Why I have to spend 5 minutes or 10 minutes time on this? I can simply go into the subject, right? I know the pain, guys. You are not spending 1 rupee or 2 rupees or 100 rupees. You are spending thousands of rupees. And more important, you are spending 2 months of your time. It's up to your wish, okay? If you want to practice, you can practice. Otherwise, you can leave it. Not an issue for me. Right. Okay. So let's jump into the topic. So yesterday we discussed about this server roles and customizer server roles. Okay. Let's complete the database roles today. Okay. So I'll show you how to give specific permissions on specific objects and all. We'll discuss those things also. Then we'll jump into the backups and restores, might be today or tomorrow. Okay. Right. So as discussed yesterday, we have like server roles, fixed server roles, and customized server roles also. Customized server roles we can create from SQL Server version 2012. Okay, so less than 2012, we cannot create customized server roles. This feature has been enabled from 2012 and later versions. Fine. So you know how to create a customized server role and all. Okay. Next is database roles. Okay. So in case if you see, server roles are server level entities, means server level objects. Server roles are server level objects. Okay. Completely these server roles deals with the permissions on the server. Mahesh, today onwards, those who joined after 7.5, I don't give recording permissions. Okay, those who joined after 7.5, I don't give recording permissions. If you want, wait. I'm going to upload in the YouTube after 2 days or 3 days. Anyhow, you are not practicing, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
doing so.
Sorry. Okay, so today onwards, those who joined after 7.5, I don't give recording permissions. Okay, fine. Right. So database roles are database level objects. Server roles are server level objects, mainly deals with the permissions on the server. Database roles are database level objects, mainly deals with the permissions on the databases. Mainly deals permissions on the databases. Okay. So where you can find the database roles, if you expand any database, if you expand security, you can see roles. There you can see database roles. These are the database roles. We have 8+1 server roles and we have 9+1 database roles. Okay, we have 8+1 server roles and 9+1 database roles. These are the database roles we have. DB. Usually all the database roles are prefixed with DB. DB underscore, DB underscore, DB underscore. Every database role prefixed with DB. DB means database role. Okay, DB access admin,
Okay.
DB backup operator. I'm not in mute, Vinod. Guys, can you hear me? Any issue with my audio?
Sir, I am able to hear.
No, sir.
No, sir. No, sir. Everything is fine. No, sir. Everything is fine.
Yes, Vinod is having issues. Okay, done. Okay, so all the database roles are prefixed with DB, DB underscore access admin, DB underscore backup operator, DB underscore data reader, data writer, DDL admin, deny data reader, deny data writer, DB owner. How we have sysadmin in the server level, we are also having DB owner in the database level. Sysadmin can do anything across the server, whereas DB owner also can do anything across that specific database. He is the king in the database level. He can do anything in the database. He cannot touch other database again. Okay. Logins are server level objects. In the same way, what are the entities that belongs to database level? What are the equal entities of logins in the database? What are the equal entities that belongs to a database, which will act as a logins? Can anyone tell me?
Oh,
DB owner can create a database, right, sir?
No, how we have logins, what entities are there in the database level? Server level we have logins, right? Database level, what entities we have? What objects we have?
You access to the other users, sir. Database.
Database?
table.
Database access. He can give database access to other users.
No. Forget about the permissions first. Server level,
Yes.
we have logins to connect to the servers. In the
Yes.
same way, what objects are what is this in database? We have separate objects. That's okay. Okay. In the server level, we have logins to access the server. In the same way, what objects we have in the database level to access the database?
So primary key, sir, I think so.
No.
Keys.
See,
Reading and writing, sir, on database.
no, I'm not asking any permissions, guys. In the server level, logins are there to access the server. In the same way, what objects are there in the database level to access the database? Compare that login with that object, not tables, not permissions, not primary keys or any keys. Who will behave login in the database level? Who will behave as a login in the database level?
Users.
Who is that?
Sunil.
Sunil, you are correct. Okay, users. Why you are saying tables and all? Tables are going to access anything
No, sir. No, sir.
which behaves like a logins. I am asking the database level objects which behaves like a logins means you have to tell the answer as users. Users will behave as a logins. Users are database level logins, guys. Sorry,
Okay, sir.
any issues, any doubts? Okay, so we have logins in the server level. In the same way, we have users in the database level. Okay, so logins are going to access the whole server, whereas users are going to access the whole database.
Okay.
How the user is going to be created? Can anyone tell me?
Right click on DB owner, sir.
No. How the users are going to be created? When the users are, how the users are going to be created?
Windows login.
Why Windows login? SQL logins doesn't have users.
I have, sir. SQL Server login. SQL Server authentication. We can also create user and Windows also. Two types of user.
When and how we can create the user? That's fine. Okay, no issues. Okay, so we have users in the database level and the database roles also, the database level objects. Okay, so logins we are going to add in the server roles, right? We'll add logins in the server roles. Which server role they need, we are going to add them into the particular server roles. In the same way, we will add users into the database role. Is it clear? We are going to add users into the database role. Clear, guys? Any issues, any doubts?
Clear.
Okay.
No, sir, no,
Logins and server roles are server level objects. So we'll add logins into the server roles. Okay. We'll assign any server role to any login, or we'll add any login to server role. Right? Database roles and users are database level objects. We'll add any user into the database role. To whom we are going to give these database roles, guys? To whom we will give the
Users, sir.
database roles?
Users.
Users. Okay, we are
Users.
going to give these database roles to the users. We'll add users into the database roles. Right? So let's discuss. So we have one query to find out the permissions of a server role, right? SP SRV role permission. In the same way, we have one query to find out the permissions of a database role, SPDB fixed role permission. Okay, the query is SPDB fixed role permission, SP underscore DB fixed role permission. Okay, and you have to drag and drop the role. Mahesh,
Sir.
did you complete the assignment?
No, sir. I'm in past classes, sir, actually, in practice. Sir. Maybe today or tomorrow, I'm going to come to tomorrow's class.
Okay.
In practice.
Okay, done. Okay, SPDB fixed role permission. So if I want to check the permissions of an access admin, you can drag and drop the access admin. Of course, if you want, you can type also. Okay, DB, if you see here, DB access admin, we have 3 permissions. Okay, so we have these 3 permissions for the access admin role. What he can do, a user of this role, what he can do all these 3 things. He can drop the user, he can grant database access, he can revoke database access, guys. If you are a member of this DB access admin, you can drop other users, you can grant access to the database to other users, okay, and you can revoke the DB access, guys. Same permission you can give and same permission you can revoke. Both are same only. Grant DB access, revoke. This is taking the permission. This is giving the permissions. This is like taking back the permissions. Okay. What permission? Only DB access, not other things and all. Just DB access. A member of this access admin, what he can do? He can drop other users. He can delete. Okay. And he can grant database access and he can revoke the database access also. So this kind of activity can be done by access admin. Okay, so let's go with the backup operator. So you can guess what a backup operator will do. Okay, so you can guess, and these 3 permissions are there for backup operator. Mainly backup database. Okay, backup log. We'll discuss how to take the backup of the database, how to take the backup of the log file. Okay, so this checkpoint, let's discuss something about this checkpoint, guys. Okay, I hope I just discussed about this checkpoint, but again, I'll tell you. Checkpoint usually it behaves like a control S. Okay, if you are typing a document, if you use control S, what it will do?
Saves
Saves the data.
Saves the data permanently, right?
Yeah.
Right. So in case if power gone and all, again, if you open the document, you can see the same data, right? You just type 10 pages or 100 pages, but you haven't saved the data. What happened once the power gone?
Everything is lost, sir.
Right. So in the same way, first of all the transactions will go into the log file, right? Right. Whatever
Yes, sir.
transactions are coming from the application, each and every transaction, first it will touch log file only, right? This thing we have already discussed.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Again, from log file is a temporary storage area. Log file cannot store the data permanently, right? It's just a temporary storage area. Till when it is a permanent temporary storage area? Till the data
When
is
it goes to
completely moved to MDF file or data files. till then the data will be stored inside your log file. Once the data permanently written to the data files, then the data of your log file or transactions in the log file will be truncated. Clear guys? Log file is a temporary storage area until the transactions or data moved from log file to data file. Your log file will hold the data. Once the data is permanently moved, once the data is moved to the data files, okay, that means the data is going to be stored permanently. Data loss won't be there. If you want to delete the data, you have to explicitly write that delete query, then only you can delete the data. Or you have to write a drop query to delete the objects and all. Okay, so what checkpoint will do when the data will goes from your log file to data file? When? At what frequency? At what intervals it will go from your log file to data file? Okay, so when a checkpoint runs, then only your data goes from your log file to data file. Checkpoint is a kind of control S. It's a save option. So we have two types of checkpoints: manual checkpoint, automatic checkpoint. Manual checkpoint means by just writing the query. What is the query to run the checkpoint? Just checkpoint. Okay, you can type like this and you can execute the query. Now, what happened? If any data is there in the Amazon database log file, it will be moved to the Amazon database data file. 1 minute, guys. I'll be back. 1 minute. Okay, so when you run the checkpoint, what happened? The data will be permanently moved to the data file from log file. Clear, guys? We have two types of checkpoint. One is automatic checkpoint, which will run for every 60 seconds on every database, guys. Automatic checkpoint will run for every 60 seconds on every database. Manual checkpoint, whenever you want, you can run it, but we don't run it. Usually we don't run it. Very rarely we are going to run this manual checkpoint. That means automatically every 60 seconds, the data will be moved from your log file to data file permanently. Clear? Automatically every 60 seconds on every database, including on master database also, on system databases also. Okay, the checkpoint will run. Not only every 60 seconds, whenever you change the recovery model. Okay, recovery models and all I'll explain. Okay, what is recovery model, how it will behave. Whenever you took the full backup, it will run the checkpoint. Whenever you run the dbcc checkdb command, it will run the checkpoint. So in all these, whenever the database is offline and again you bring it back to online, it will run the checkpoint. Okay, in all these scenarios, it will run the automatic checkpoint. No need to run from our side. Okay, it will run an automatic checkpoint in all these scenarios, like when the database is offline and again it is coming back to online, when you take the full backup, when you change the recovery model, and of course automatically it will run checkpoint for every 60 seconds. Apart from these three, automatically that anything is there or not there. Okay, it's a default behavior. Every 60 seconds it will run a checkpoint on the database. If anything is there, it is going to copy the data from log file to data file. If nothing is there, it is not going to copy anything. Okay, fine. So checkpoint, a member of this backup operator can run checkpoint. Other than this backup operator, who can run checkpoint, guys?
DB owner, sir.
DB owner. Okay. Last time when we are discussing about the server roles, if I asked who can run other than these roles, who can run means your answer is
System admin.
sysadmin.
System.
Okay. Now, if we are discussing the database roles, other than this, a member of this role who other can run this action, the answer is DB owner. Okay, DB owner now can do anything, as DB owner is equal to a sysadmin. Sysadmin is a server level king, whereas DB owner is a database level king, like Prime Minister and Chief Minister. Okay, right. So let's go with this. As we haven't completed this backups, okay, I'll show you the demo later, or else not required. Okay, backups, we have to first discuss backups, how to take the backups and all. Then you will get an idea. Simply a member of this backup operator role. If you are a member of this role, okay, if you are a member of this role, only that person can take the backup of this database only, Amazon database only. As discussed, guys, he cannot touch other database. Okay, what are the users are there? Dev. Okay, remaining are default users, guys. DBO guest information schemas is 4 users. You will get these 4 users are default users. When you create any database, automatically you will get these 4 users. That too, DBO is the important okay object. Remaining all you can see it is in disabled state. Okay, so DBO is the main object. So if again
Why
if
they
you,
are in divisible state, sir?
we don't use it. If you want, you can enable it. Okay, we use only DBO. That's why if you remember, while giving access, secure this one, user access, user mapping, we'll select the database, automatically user will be created, then we'll type DBO. Okay, so DBO is the only object that will be enabled. If you want, we don't use these objects. That's why intentionally these objects are down. By default, these objects are down. If you want, you can enable it, but we don't use it. That's why these objects are down. Guest information schema and sys. Okay, right. So Dev, if Dev is a member of backup operator, what Dev can do?
He can take backup, sir. He can run checkpoint,
He can do what type of backups?
full backup, transaction backup, and log backup, sir.
Full and log backup. Okay, full backup and transaction log backup. Okay, and he can take backup of which database? He can take backup of all the databases.
Not server level, sir.
No, he can take the backup of which database then?
The database which assigned to the Dev, sir.
Now tell me, in this scenario, Dev can take the backup of which database?
The database which he has access on.
That's okay, Baba. That's okay. On which database he has access now?
He can
Amazon.
access Amazon, sir.
Right.
Amazon.
So I need that answer. Okay. Dev can take the backup of Amazon database only. Okay. He cannot touch other database. The users are limited to the database. If I added Dev into the backup backup operator role, if I added Dev into the backup operator role, Dev can take the full backup of Amazon database, log backup of Amazon database, and Dev can run checkpoint only on the Amazon database. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Oh, clear, sir.
Okay, so this is how it will work. So checkpoint, okay, and as we haven't discussed about the backup, so that's why I'm not showing this demo. Let's next role is data reader. So you can guess what kind of permissions a data reader will have. Can anyone guess? Data reader.
Read the data, and we can also give permission to the other.
What query will use to read the data?
Select, sir.
Okay, so if you see here,
Yes.
it will have select permission on any object. Okay, data reader will have select permission on any object. Now, if Dev is a member of data reader, what objects he can read? Amazon objects or any other database objects also he can read.
Amazon
Anything in
only he
Amazon.
can.
Only Amazon objects he can read. Okay, only Amazon tables. The tables that are there in the Amazon database, only those tables he can run select query. How can I assign any user into the database role, guys? You can double click on the user. Okay. Like logins. You can do in two ways. One way is go to the logins. There also you can do. Or else in this way also you can do. Okay, this is general membership. Yes. Okay, owned schemas. Because if you select the data reader, automatically that Dev is a data reader now. Okay, so let's remove the permissions to Dev. He's going to own a, okay, done. Do one thing, not this one, membership. Go to membership, not owned schemas. I'm sorry. Okay, so data reader, right? So I won't give permissions to Dev first of all. What I'll do, I'll just log in as Dev. I'll try to read one table from the Amazon database. Okay, we'll see first whether Dev is having access or not. We have two tables, colors and employee. So first logged in as Dev. Okay, so let's access Amazon first. Yes, he can access Amazon database. Okay, let me open one query window. This is Dev query window. Okay, you can see here Dev query window. Or here also you can see. Right, let me read select star from colors tables. COLOURS. Okay, the same one. COLOURS. Okay, done. So if I execute now, what happened? This is okay. Or else I can do one thing. This is executing in master database, right? Let's change the database. See here. Okay, I can also represent like this: Amazon dot database name dot schema name dot table name. Okay, guys, I can select the database name here, or else I can use database. I can change the database by just typing this query use database. Okay, or else you can skip this one also by providing the database name and schema name in the table name itself. This is how developers will call the tables, guys. Don't confuse here. The first part is database name, second part is schema name, third part is table name. Sometimes you can also see like this. Okay.